Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got videos today from acenate.
Doesn't take a genius to figure out how a woman like this remains unmarried, even though she clearly doesn't want to be.
I'm 36 years old and unmarried, and I've been reflecting on that a lot lately, just like as I get older, why that's the case. And there's a lot of reasons, I think, but I'm going to start sharing a couple of them with you.
Yes, we're all clueless as to why so many women today aren't marriage material, and it's definitely not something we've already figured out.
One of them being, I once went on a date with somebody to go kayaking, and I always wear sunscreen. Like I'm very good about my sun protection. I grew up on the beach. I have to see my dermatologist once a year now to get stuff removed because I was very irresponsible when I was younger. Anyway, so I'm very good now about wearing sunscreen.
Okay, so with a history like that, it makes it even more important that she wears sunscreen, especially if she's going to be out on kayaks all day.
But we went on this date, and before we got in the kayak, he looked at me and goes, "You should put on sunscreen." And I don't know if it was the delivery or the fact that I just really don't.
No, just women just hate getting directions from men. They hate that men actually genuinely care for them, look out for them, give them warnings, and give them opportunities to not screw up. And they get mad at us. Why? Because we know better. It's pretty much that's why they're mad, in my opinion. Because men know better. Men give the advice and tell you. And she's just like, no, I know better. It's just literally just wants to be against men's, no matter what.
I don't like being told what to do, ever. I refused. I was like, absolutely not. No. And I got sun poisoning because we were on kayaks for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Well, you sure showed him, didn't you, sweetheart? Yeah, she's definitely not a complete moron for letting her ego lead her to sun poisoning.
Exactly. It's just they think that they are so right. And any leadership or anybody that tells them that is not their boss, that pays them actual money, they will never listen to you. This is why women have such a huge problem with authority figures.
Especially knowing she already has skin issues from sun exposure and still refused. Thank you for staying single. Sounds like my 3-year-old. Quote, I'm a 36-year-old child. You answered your question about being 36 and unmarried.
Okay, wow. I hit a nerve with my last video. So let's talk about it, okay? First off, I was laughing at myself, and I think everybody should from time to time. So don't take things too seriously, guys.
Well, the same reason
You're the one that's alone and single and coming on the internet and complaining about it.
she thinks it's ridiculous enough to laugh at is the same reason everyone else is clowning on her for it. So notice the gaslighting right away.
You know, I was going to wear the sunscreen anyways because I'm an adult.
But you didn't because you wanted to be a child. Because an adult told you something to do.
And the thing is the way it was delivered to me wasn't, oh, I have sunscreen. Would you like some? It was, do this, put this on. And I don't like being spoken to as if I'm a child because I'm not a child. I'm an adult.
I don't know if she realizes this, but children often react the same way she did in that moment. And since her view of what he said hasn't actually changed, is she really laughing at herself or just doubling down?
This is something that I have learned as I've gotten older. You know, I've learned a lot about who I am as a person, but I also have learned a lot about what I'm looking for as far as marriage goes and what I want out of that. Part of it is an equal partnership. Like when I think of marriage, I'm thinking
I'm equal partners with my best friends and businesses and stuff. I still tell them what to do and they still tell me what to do. It's fine. There's things that need to be done. He just tells me, go do that. Like, oh, okay, got it. Let me get that done. Why are you upset? Again, if someone that paid her actual money told her to do it, she'd be on her knees immediately. But no, it's someone that actually cares for her and she's dating. No, he's the devil trying to control me.
You know, somebody who is my equal.
The use of partner, it's gay, it's feminist, and here it was used to remove accountability because, you know, she justified her childish tantrum by claiming she only responded that way because she wants a partner. Just totally a scapegoat. They'll claim they want an equal partner, but consciously or not, they assume the position of wearing the pants and expect the man to be the more docile one. This is the dynamic people have been psyoped into becoming accustomed to.
True.
It's backwards and not aligned with natural order, and many women like her expect that dynamic.
I want to be treated with respect, and I want to be treated as the adult that I am.
I can respect someone and still tell them what to do. I respect all of my elders greatly, but if they work for me, I still tell them what to do. It's just how it works.
Contributor of the partnership in equal ways. Now, that's a lot to take from that video, but I actually ended up dating that person for a really long time. And to everybody who said like, oh, he dodged a bullet, I'm an absolute delight, by the way, okay?
That's why you're still alone and single at 36. You literally came on the internet to admit why you're still alone and single. Now you're defending yourself for those exact reasons.
So
his only mistake was not dumping her after the sunscreen debacle. But at some point, we have to tell these types of women they might be better off dating women. I mean, since they're so dead set on dating their equal. So either try that or grow up and accept that men and women are biologically opposite, not equal, and just accept you're a woman and ditch the Frankenstein masculinity.
I actually think he was a good guy, but we had some fundamental differences about what a partnership looks like, and he had a very difficult time compromising, and that is something that I require in a relationship. I require compromise and
No, you required him to bend over backwards for you, and he didn't do it.
equal decision making, and not everybody wants to do that, and that does get a little bit harder as you get older to find that, because some people are really stuck in their ways.
Yeah, this is a woman who will not be able to sustain a relationship unless she's with a doormat, because any assertiveness or active voice, she'll label it as talking down to her or denying her equality.
Toxic masculinity.
I'm not going to be a submissive woman, and I'm not going to be comfortable being coddled. And it doesn't matter the quality of life that's provided to me. Like, you could provide me with the most amount of princess treatment in the world, and at the end of the day, I would be unhappy.
Yeah, I've got a suspicion she will always struggle with happiness. And let's say she does get married. Like, come on, guys. What do you think the chances are she eventually initiates a divorce?
Say what you want.
Like
about marriage,
99.99999.
and people are very happy being single, but I do want to get married. I just have a different version of what I think that should look like and what I want it to look like.
And guess what? You're never gonna get it.
I'll keep dating, and I certainly have learned my lesson. I do not respond to people who talk to me like a child with childlike defiance anymore.
The fact that she still references that moment as being spoken to like a child, well, that tells me the only lesson she learned is if she were put in that exact scenario with the sunscreen again, she just wouldn't choose sun poisoning over putting it on. That doesn't say much. The clock is ticking for her, and her terms aren't changing, so you do the math.
Again, alone and single for the rest of her life. Then she's gonna be like that 40-year-old, 50-year-old making videos of, man, where are all the men? There's so many couples around me. Everybody's made it up except for me. Yeah, because you're a miserable person to deal with, and you admitted it to the world. Remember, men have Jay-Z's internet too. We see all this. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that, and catch you guys next time. Yeah.